Hello and welcome to another This Week in Bronze. I am your host Trombone, bringing you the most up-to-date wrong information from a month ago on the web. Be sure if you watch this series to subscribe and bring it right to your account when it comes out, but I figured since this is episode 10, makes it kind of a landmark episode, so I wanted to talk about the thing that everyone in Bronze has thought at one time or another, either seriously or just as a passing thought that was quickly dismissed. Anyway, I think everyone has had at least one game where they go like 18, 3, and 12, feel really good about the game, then lose really hard. Let's say that brought you a 70% kill participation, meaning you were pushing your lead everywhere, but you still lost. Are you in Elo Hell? That's what we're going to talk about. Arguments for and against either hell and whether or not it exists. It does. Just kidding. It doesn't, and I want to talk about some tips that can you use in all your games to kind of prevent you from staying cooped up in your own personal hell. I'm in Bronze and I obviously don't use these tips, otherwise I wouldn't be, but I'm sharing them so you can climb and leave this small ratty chattel far behind. But my first tip to you to help you escape the hell of an elo that you are in is not to believe in elo hell. I've looked up a lot of what Riot has to say, and to avoid me telling you all of that boring ass shit with the algorithms and the MMR and how it increases and all that, I'm just going to need you to believe me on this one, okay? Plus, if you genuinely believe that you stuck in your elo, you're going to mentally give up and probably never really improve your performances. The fuck it strategy works for many, many things to help them go better for you, but ranked is not one of them. So at least try. Just try to convince yourself that you're better than these shitbags and that if you have to, you're going to fight through this garbage and come out on top. Second tip might seem a little counterintuitive, right? But I assure you that going try hard is going to get you pretty far in ranked. Now, that doesn't mean you blow all of your summoner spells and all of your mana for a single kill level 6, then they turn around and suddenly your support is gone and you're dead. No, I mean to think in terms of resources that your opponent has and how you can utilize a lack of those resources or a surplus of those resources in your mind to beat them and eventually, hopefully, win the game. So there's a lot of people that think because that they're in their own elo hell that they're the only ones that can carry a game. This isn't true. Even though you may be okay if you screw the other people out of gold and you die in a team fight, your team is out to dry and you're probably going to lose late game. Also, you flaming people and asking stupid rhetorical questions that you actually don't want the answer to is not going to even help you win the game. So just try and avoid that. Just what the title says. Play more games. Just make sure that you play more quality games, but the algorithm is going to work in your favor with the more games you play. Just make sure that you're still in your right mind and don't just play to play. Make sure you still think you can be in a winning position and then just go out and play. I mean, it's pretty simple. Play more games. So this is where I want to do something a little more personal, right? The other stuff was scripted, and I just want to make sure that I can really speak straight to you. That's my goal on this channel, is to give you personal insights, right? Rather than regurgitated crap. If I'm trying to be educational, of course, I'm going to try to follow as much from the people that are much better and smarter at this game than I am to try to get you the actual information. But when it comes to stupid things like Elo Hell, here's my personal thoughts. I guess this is my story. Season 6, I played a lot of support main. I was Blitzcrank main, and I really loved it. I really loved playing it. Found out it gets banned out a lot in Bronze and a lot of Elos, but mostly Bronze because they hate him and don't know how to play against him. So, I got to play less of Blitz, and whenever I did, being in that support position was really actually pretty tough to do anything, make an impact on the game personally, because people didn't really follow up. People don't know the different things that you can do with a Blitzcrank on your team. So he ended up falling short a lot. And, so that caused me to transition into ADC, where I can make a bit more of an impact. It sucked at first because switching roles, you don't, you're not as good. So that feels bad anyway. But what came with that was, after all the suck and all the try harding and things, it actually paid off. Like some of these tips I do use. Granted, you're looking to climb to silver higher, but it just got me a little higher, bronze 4, whatever, big deal. But it's through those things that allowed me to climb. And I probably didn't play as many ranked games as I needed to get higher than that. But point being, some of these tips do work. Elo Hell, I've felt like I've been there. Definitely have. It's you get stuck with the people that have no clue. Think that you try to give the people the benefit of the doubt, and there's no way that they're this stupid. They're just trying to troll me. But some people are just a little bit behind in this game mentally, and that's okay. This is a game. It's fun. Even ranked for some people can be fun. I mean, have fun, but if you're ahead, don't have too much fun because it might cost you the game. Um, point being, follow some of these tips. They're some of them are useful. Not all of them. Not all of them. But some of them. And if you have a lead, you're not used to carrying games. uh, That's where you got to work from there. Like that's where I have to work from there. I've gotten to a point where I can win lane phase. I can start to establish some of the leads elsewhere, but as far as taking that into late game, it's where I struggle, and that's probably why I lose a lot of my games. The big one that I didn't talk about is self accountability. A lot of people like to, and the notion of elo hell even is blaming other people, other things, for some places where you could fall short. And yeah, maybe you play some things really well, and that's fine. Because you play certain things really well, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win the game because there's always things that you can improve. This game is about improvement and constant improvement, and that's how you really climb. So, when you really look at it and you really want to improve, you got to look inward. You got to look at yourself. What am I doing wrong? What could I have done better? Even when, man, that was an awesome game. We won. What could I have done better? Having this channel, granted, there's been a lot less gameplay because it's really crappy recording, but watching through those replays, it's allowed me to get a little better and see some of the things that I do really poorly over and over again. And that's something I try to offer to you guys to kind of see that and not be as ahead, but it's it's something that you constantly have to look at. You have to look at yourself because elo hell doesn't exist. It doesn't. I'm sorry. I want it to. I want it to so bad, and just say, yeah, I keep improving and watching things and learning things, and these teams they just suck. But I know, and it's ignorance is bliss. But I know now that there's things that I can do better to get myself ahead. But anyway, I think there's a couple minutes left. I think I have a little bit of gameplay that we could look over, and I'll be able to make fun of myself and bring it back to the good old times. This is episode 10, but that doesn't mean that it's a completely different series now. So here we go. All right, so right here, I'm eating every skill shot known to man. Um, thank God because of it. Oh, by the way, Teemo support, yeah. So shit like that happens, but if you just watch, it's spoiler alert. We won because if you believe in, but then you face check a bush, and that's face checking bushes isn't good. Next clip. What the fuck is this all? Just that was awful. Anyway, yeah, no, not that alt. Any. And then we follow Trundle because that seems like a good idea. Trundle's tanky. He's pretty fed this game. But then this is where I fuck up. I go back in, and Trundle's trying to kite, but Alawi's here now, so I think I have it. And I think, yeah, this is this is. I should have flashed with the Teemo. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. Next, again, we're winning. See, so if you just put up with some of the bullshit that's not actually bullshit, you'll be fine. Um, Try to go into this team fight with my team, and then we lose. But it's okay because good guy Zed shows up too late. I mean, yep, good guy Zed. Zed players. They're so nice. This one I just get greedy as fuck. I crit into his ult and then lose, but then we win the game, so it's fine. I was trying to back up my rant there, but that's my mistake as a YouTuber. I try to back up my own rants. Anyway, there's a little bit. That gameplay was pretty good. Maybe we'll give it another shot. We'll see. Maybe if we have less background apps running at the same time, it'll be okay. So maybe look forward to that. Maybe we'll see. Next week's next week. So um, anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this series, go ahead and subscribe. If you don't like the direction that it's taken, go ahead and dislike the hell out of this, and I'll change it to be something more of what you like. And I want to see what you want to see. So go ahead and comment. I will be more than happy to create things that would be useful or fun to you, because I just like putting it in the editor and having fun with it. So let me know with your likes, dislikes, your comments, or subscriptions. It lets me know if what I'm doing is okay for you guys and if it's something you want to keep up. On that note, anyway, I think that wraps up this fun, fun 10th episode of This Week in Bronze. I will catch you next time, and yeah, have a good day.